He asked me to tell him he's probably
Any declaration of interest?
Invest on generating life, use my ownership on the ICA.
I was the person interested in generating life, use my employment. Okay. All subject to I've got one issue on page 2. The minutes in regard to recording. I seem to remember that it's resolved from notes in the comments, not alter the minutes.
Just a point of clarification, Chair. The second paragraph of page 4 concludes by saying that he, which I assume was servant, informed that he would circulate an easily understandable form of wording in plain English on this matter to all members of the committee. I'm not quite sure what that specifically referred to, but maybe you could comment on what happened with it. Sorry, that was page 4 of the minutes. Second paragraph, final, ultimate sentence.
Yes, Chair. It was there to press and provide some clarification to the committee with regards to its regional role compared to other committees, so there was clarity around the remit of this particular committee, for example, what the Islamic committee, so that it was pretty clear as to what aspects of what matters they should consider how much.
So, has that actually been circulated? Have I missed it? Is it not beneath my radar somewhere?
No, apologies. No, the notice yet to be circulated by myself issue of
So as a result of this, my comment there, Stuart, can we ask for it to be sent out to us, please? Thank you.
So subject to comments I made and the comments that Chris Benson made.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, members. This is a follow from obviously the cabinet report which went on the 8th of August around the potential development of a combined authority which is currently out for consultation. And as part of that, I know that the policy reports consultation of appropriate scrutiny as potential. So I may just take just a couple of moments just to fly through the report as was presented to Cabinet. I'm sure you appreciate that this was a Cabinet report that also reflects what was happening in the other authorities as well. So it actually is effectively a joint Cabinet report which went to all 6 authorities affected by this. So this relates to the strategic governance of economic development, regeneration and transport for the Liverpool City region, and offers the potential to create a Liverpool City region combined authority, really to formalise what does exist in practice, but doesn't have the legal and statutory framework that I guess we could have. It does identify how the potential for a local city region planning authority could operate, the functions it could discharge, and finally it outlines the proposed approach to consultation, which I refer to as being current at this moment in time. If we move to paragraph 4, which is around the statutory process, clearly there is the potential under section 108 of the Local Democracy, Economic Development and Construction Act 2009 to undertake a governance review with the potential to create a combined authority, and that's what this process is about. So we've taken cognizance of the potential for the statutory process in order to develop the plan that's in front of you this evening. The actual purpose of the City Region Strategic Governance Review is really to identify and determine whether the areas that are governed by the 6 authorities of Bolton, those critical sectors in Wirral can actually properly be seen as constituting a functional economic area for the purposes of regeneration. And also that whether the existing governance arrangements for strategic economic body is actually appropriate and all the benefit from changes to the existing arrangements. There will be statutory tests for the governance review that will be undertaken by DCLG, and we have to pass those statutory tests, or we have to, if the decision is taken, in order to proceed with such a body. And there are 3 opportunities for individual councils to confirm or otherwise their approval of the proposals. First is that they consider the draft governance review and propose the operation, which is what this cabinet report was about. The second was actually during this month, there is a consultation on draft governance review. And the third, should a submission be made to central government post this current round of consultation, then there would also be the opportunity to participate in the DCLG or government review of their public part of public consultation ahead of any decision that they would take in March 2014. Paragraph 5 go into some detail around the existing governance arrangements, how there is a leadership board, but also how it reflects in terms of the City Region Cabinet, the City Region Local Enterprise Partnership for that, the Employment and Skills Board, and also the City Region Strategic Housing and Planning Board, and also does make reference to amendments make reference to the City in terms of employment arrangements, but in terms of the local transport body, it's actually part and parcel of any changes, and should that happen, then the legal transport powers would actually transfer to the combined authority, which is taken to have a combined authority. The methodology of the governance review is covered in paragraph 6, and clearly that's referring to 3 main steps around the combined authority for its establishment. There will be firstly review the existing governance arrangements to ensure full delivery of what they are statutorily responsible for. Second, drawing on the consultation scheme, the new body would have to engage and secure support amongst all its stakeholders, clearly in terms of stakeholders being whether they be pharmacy, health or well-being arrangements, in terms of the constituent councils, in terms of voluntary sector, of course local authority members, and such submissions will actually be part of the Secretary of State's review whether it should go forward with any decision that's taken. And then finally, the Secretary of State will then consider the scheme and take that formal consultation from October onwards through to March. An officer-led working group is undertaking governance review, looking at tabletop desk research, looking at the economic evidence of such a notion, particularly looking at what the benefits of being in other areas such as the North East, Yorkshire and the Greater Manchester regions. Workshops have been undertaken through the LEC in terms of developing the economic argument. One-to-one interviews have been held with organisations, chambers of commerce, etc. We've also had contact with all the local authorities who border the city region. An options assessment is based on this practice, and the options assessment is set out in paragraph 7, demonstrating we could remain in fact as we are on status quo, establish a supervisory board which would address some of the governance and accountability issues, but would still leave issues around transport. We could establish an economic prosperity board, which would again address some of the governance and accountability issues, but would still leave the issues around transport outside the formal joint arrangements. Or we could create a combined authority, which would build on those existing arrangements, include all that, create the local city region combined scheme, which is continuously being updated ahead of any submission. And finally, paragraph 9 talk about the next steps. Stakeholder consultation will be 2nd of August to 26th of September. Consultation and its focus are being on statutory functions, the efficiency and effectiveness of transport in the area, but also the economic conditions that affect the region. Workshops and seminars are being held in all areas across the city region. And again, at the end of the consultation period, all of the information that's fed back will be analysed by officers and will be presented to the City Region Cabinet for them then to make their recommendations to then each individual authorities cabinets during September, with a view then to reaching a council decision, and should a decision be taken, then for a submission to be made by the 30th of September to central government. They may consider the submission into their consultation. There's a lot of appendices attached to this particular report. A lot of information is contained within it. And the recommendation was around making sure that there was appropriate scrutiny of pre and post. That's all I want to say at this moment in time.
Thank you much, Chair. Any questions?
Comment, Chair. Just to remark the timescale for this process was set by the coalition government. They're encouraging motivated accommodation for those who must combine for collecting their models or the structure. So it's remarkable that the timescale was July. The government has moved to allow this timescale to September. So is it part of the government policy going forward? This is the only way we'll be able to access major funding for major schemes is through this format or simple combined by or writing there model or joint of service. We are where we are. Part of the government is part of my exercise plan to evolve government budgets down to this plan is to evolve £74 million. The government's plan is to evolve £2.5 billion. So it's different to what was advertised that giving.
Yeah, I just wanted a question on page 21. Oh, sorry. Page 21, 14.2. Last sentence, the resource implications for constituent councils would be expected to be at least cost neutral. Surely it should be written in a way that there's either no cost or there's a small cost. To be at least cost neutral, how can something be at least nothing? I don't quite understand that. It's as though, I know Councillor Clements has got a further question, I think, on that. Thank you.
Yes, it's the same principle. That's okay. Thank you. It relates to page 38, 9.20. Speaks about the combined authority being able to undertake certain administrative processes of employing staff, entering contracts, may have to do with them. So I just wanted to be clear about cost neutral and taking on contracts and doing employee staff, how that balances out.
Okay, thanks, Josh. Answer those questions and then answer further questions.
Thanks, Chair. I'll try to answer those. I mean, of course, this isn't the decision-making committee that is. However, to reflect that clearly in terms of the language that might have been used in terms of this cost neutral, I can say on behalf of the work that I've certainly been involved in, that the notion was that there would be no additional cost to implementing the combined authority. So if that's a better use of words, I'd be happy to say that. In terms of paragraph 9.2, again, this would be part of the ongoing process of going forward, and whether whether the combined authorities, in terms of their own administrative processes, of course we have 6 administrative processes now in terms of the opportunity to combine and enter into contracts would hopefully create some efficiencies and effectiveness in terms of the streamlining of that activity. So I think one or two though, in terms of ensuring there are no additional costs, potentially that actual cost could be reduced.
Alan,
Yeah, thanks, Chair. I'm just sort of interested. Originally, I came at this thinking that we're largely doing this because of it's a way to access funding and the general belief that city regions are the way forward. Regardless of the amount, and it's not just this, I think any future government of all parties seem to think that there is a merit in the city region concept. And it hints in here that clearly there are some strategic advantages for some decisions to be made at the city region level. It kind of then, you just wonder where it will lead to, because once you set up an organisation like this, so I suppose my question is really, what is the constitution? Who will decide? How will we see this this body sort of? Manchester have had a combined authority now for some time. For example, Wirral is a separate independent transport authority. Now, I think in Manchester, that the local councils no longer have their status as a separate transport authority. They've removed it. I'm not suggesting that Wirral is necessarily going to lose its status, but is that something? Is the Constitution going to limit exactly what is likely to be done at the city region level and what can be done at the existing local authority?
I think in terms of transport issues, it's actually halted with their own transport arrangements.
But we have, at the moment, we can decide. What happens in Manchester is they can't, things like the location of traffic lights and parking crossings are all made by the combined authority. Which may be perfectly cool. I'm not saying that's not the right reason.
That's not factual, that's not fair to say, is it?
But Wirral currently is an independent transport authority. Yeah, no,
Complete different body.
we don't control the buses and the trains, but we do have certain points as a local authority. All I was trying to decide was, if at some stage somebody, it could be suggested, for a perfectly valid reason, I'm not saying it would be a wrong reason, that arrangement should change. Now, so my question is, what does the new constitution say, and how will those sort of decisions be made?
Okay, again, I mean, in terms of the rules around the review, actually, the members of the ITA, so they may be in a better position to answer some of those, but it is true to say that we're a highways authority, not a transport authority. In terms of what the constitution will say, that's for determination as we go through this process. And I think that's part of the potential scrutiny to look at that, because the Constitution has been established in its full form yet. But I think one of the questions I raised was around who would decide how these decisions would be taken. The notion I pick up from this is that it would actually be more open and transparent in terms of the decision-making process in the combined authority arrangements than the existing arrangements as we have it at this present time. So I would see that arising from this would be that potential for greater decision-making influence that we would have on the whole of the city region and currently exists.
Thank you, Chair. If you would indulge me for a moment, I just wanted to add a quick supplementary to my two colleagues' comments here. If you look on page 18 of the agenda, you will find that on the bottom sentence of paragraph 76, expected to be cost neutral. We've already established that that's the idea of it. But if you look on 38, which has already been referred to, again, the bottom sentence on item 920, it would have a separate legal entity from its own constituent authorities, fine, be able to undertake its own administrative processes, fine, including employing staff and entering into contracts that may have statutory powers and duties conferred to it on which it can exercise its own rights. One would assume from that if the combined authority was to employ additional people, the cost of those additional people would have to be shared between the constituent parts of that combined authority. So I can see a situation where, having been told that it has no implications from a cost neutral point of view, we could end up with it costing us if this authority suddenly decides to employ a load of people to supplement its activities. You see where I'm coming from? I'm concerned about that, on the implication, particularly on whether it's going to increase the bill for Wirral Borough Council. So that's what I wanted. I think my two colleagues covered the point adequately in the way they said it. But I'm looking for something more positive, that I don't want to end up in a situation where this body suddenly becomes full of its own self-importance and employs a load of people costing 200,000 a year, and we end up paying a sixth for that. And I think we need some very real assurances that that won't happen. I hope that's clarified for next year.
I can share again, it's possibly part of the scrutiny process, but my understanding with this is that if and when a combined authority exists, what we will do will have the kind of responsibility for some major regeneration projects, which will attract hopefully government or EU funding for some of these. It may be inevitable that you would have to call in and have employed particular skills to make those regeneration projects a reality. So at some point during the process, you may well be employing specialist people to do this. We'd obviously be doing that through existing resources, or actually through the grant funding that was allocated to you as part of development. So that would be the notion of that. It is that flexibility within it to ensure that it will be cost neutral, but there will be times where you may well have to engage specialist employees or specialist contractors in order to undertake that piece of work that would all be held within the existing resources, or the resources allocated through the grants that would be covered.
Based on the comments I've made to you, I'd like my concerns just to be noted, because I think it is a concern that would affect all of us if suddenly the bill went up for some reason, as has been explained, it could have an adverse effect on our budget. Is that okay? Thank you very much.
But, I mean, the reality is that we are doing this in reality. We are doing this for access to the identified £2.5 billion worth of money put aside for improving the economy of the area. Let's not pretend we're doing it for, because we want to create another body for the sake of it. But I think there are certain reasons for doing it. I believe we can work together on the native side quite well. We have some good successes, but we've also got some really bad projects against our name, such as Mersey Track, which went horribly wrong because it wasn't planned properly at its inception, wasn't buy-in. And I think what this actually gives some political accountability to some of the bigger major projects. And I think we would be at a disadvantage if we were to be, say, the only authority that didn't go into the combined authority, particularly with the Liverpool and Middle Walls being so closely linked together would be an example. And the perception has been, because of one project that failed, there's other projects that have been successful, by the way, on this. I think at Liverpool, one, I think it'd be right, where we have successfully worked together and allowed that to happen. Again, another bad one was the Everton Stadium move, which went horribly wrong because it was seen as infighting amongst the Merseyside authorities. Manchester doesn't have that perception. Manchester has a formal arrangement that allows them to work. They argue like cat and dog, the same as everyone would. Everyone fights their corner. But the perception to the outside world is that Manchester works as a lot better, more efficiently. Hence, they seem to perform better, get more money from the governments of the day. I'm not particularly saying in particular. But the reason we're doing this is there's a key message coming out. Unless we are seen to have proper formal arrangements as an entity across the region, we will be second on the list, always second on the list, to say Manchester, or to say Birmingham, or to say those other big districts that are in there. And it's not a massive amount of money across the country. It also looks like we're going to have our European money stolen from us. And I think if we've got a legal entity to fight that corner better, we can certainly do that as a united group. So there's a whole host of issues that we can unite upon with a formal body. And if this authority gets involved in where a Pelican crossing goes on the will, then we failed horribly, because that's not what it's intended. We already buy into thematic issues around transport through the LTP, but we are our own highways authority. We will forever be in charge of our own destiny in all the assurances I've been given that this doesn't affect our partnership with Cheshire, that is developing strongly, and there's that great scope for shared services, co-service with our other border. So my view is that unless everybody puts an alternative forward, this is really the only game in town at the moment. If you say we'll fudge around the areas at this crucial point, the perception will be Liverpool region, city region, Merseyside can't get its act together, can't make a tough decision when it needs to be made, when there's money available to be had. So my view is that we have a very difficult position. I accept, and I've not heard, certainly not heard from our leader or anybody else, any appetite to creating a bureaucracy that means we spend money on bureaucracy and not on services. But we know we have to make some very difficult decisions about services given the cuts in the grant from central government, so nobody's got an appetite to pay more. But if you look at the developments of the LEP, the Local Enterprise Partnership, has consumed all the funds that were part of the Merseyside Partnership, that organisation. At the moment, that has no direct political control over it. With this setup, the political control of that funding from the private sector working in tandem with the combined authority would actually be accessible to us as well as government funds. So my view is that there isn't really, unless there's a serious alternative on the table. The only other alternative muted with any power or any strength was the super mayor, the mayor of the city region. My view, this authority made its view very early on, not interested in one person. Our leader, whoever that might be, in this council can change from faction at any time, will have the same vote as the leader of the Wirral City Council, the mayor of the Wirral City Council. Equal votes round the table, and I think they will do the best on all our behalf. So my view is, people shouldn't really be frightened of it. I'd like to move on the Merseyside Transport Authority, because it is effectively saying that those powers go to another body. Our view is that if we can deliver effective transport solutions, then we will still be the delivery body for transport. And if other bodies, waste and so on, come into the frame, then likewise those bodies with equal membership across all the authorities will dictate the day-to-day delivery. But the big strategic decisions that need to get outside of London will be made at the combined authority. Be made quicker, with open democracy and accountability. So my view is that if someone's got an alternative for me to vote on and consider, I'm for it. I don't think we make a decision, Chair, I'm not telling you how to do your job, but we don't make a decision. My view is that we add all the comments and concerns, and whether they're debatable comments or concerns about issues around the cost of it, and there's any other concerns that come out of the debate, that's good. We should pass those comments on as part of the consultation process. But really, I think we would be fools to not take the opportunity to at least be in a position. The government looks for lots of reasons not to give the North West money. Believe me, they've done it with our government grant settlement. They've done it on other occasions. It's taken our European money, that's rightfully ours, away from us. Don't give them another excuse to turn their back on Merseyside and North West by voting this down. Thank you.
Just a quick comment, and probably I don't disagree with that. I think it is important that we do set up this new organisation, but I do think it's also equally important that we get the constitution of it right, so that it does reduce some of the infighting, because there will be infighting and there will be an attempt to bring some services away from the local authorities to a central control. And there may, in some cases, there may be a good case for that, but it does need to be controlled. Otherwise, we will just finish up arguing amongst ourselves, and we should be looking at the bigger picture. And the other thing is that, and I think Steve, you just mentioned a few things where it talks in here about how the authorities, the Merseyside authorities and Bolton work together quite effectively. but it doesn't actually give any examples of it, and it would be better in promoting the case for this if we actually showed how where the local authorities have worked together and been a success in what they do, because just to say they work together well is really not sufficient, and it needs this. We need a bit of a PR exercise on this and beat it up a little bit to make the case.
Thank you all. Unless anyone's got any desire to speak, I'll just take one more question off the council question.
My question is just, I'm not sure if you're the right person to answer. How would this combined authority interact with the public health responsibilities of the compliance?
It's an interesting point, actually.